All right, fellas, what's going on? This is another video. Just to catch you guys up, I ended up actually getting my front end parts in. So it took a while. I had to order it from a different website. Sorry, Rick's Camaros. You were just taking too long to get my shed in. So basically, I got all the stuff in, bushings, ball joints, tie rod ends, stuff like that. I'm still missing one inner tie rod end, but it's fine, you know. I'll just deal with what I have right now. But yesterday, we were able to put in the lower ball joint on this side and the upper ball joint on this side, as you can see. Now, we tried to get this bushing out, and it's very weird. So I'll show you what's weird about it. It's not like a regular bushing. Obviously, we fucked up. We pushed this side out where it's not supposed to. But normal bushings is where, like, there's no lip. And this has a lip to it, like this. So I don't understand how that's supposed to be pressed out if there's a lip. It doesn't make any sense. And it can't be this side, because obviously this is the side that butts. But yeah, if I can't figure it out, then I'll probably just pop the top and bottom ball joint out on the passenger side. So I'll pick up the camera again if I can get it done, and I'll figure it out. Slightly at the cost of my control arm, I did it, okay? It was a bit of a pain in the ass, and I bent the control arm a little bit, but YOLO, I'm gonna bend it back out because fuck it, and I don't wanna buy new control arms. So this is gonna have to work. I'm gonna bend it out. So what I had to do here was get this thicker type, I think this is steel, I'm pretty sure, I could be wrong. And then find the side that wants to go in on the actual control arm, or not control arm, the actual bushing, which is this end. And then I just use the flat surface to slowly squish it out to where I could get an edge on it right here. Then I use the old trusty pry bar and some good old WD-40, sponsor me, to get it out. So we got that side out. Now this side, I don't know what I'm gonna do because it looks like it has like a lip. So I might try to pick at that for a little bit and see if I can't get that one out. Take this other one out real quick. I've been beating it with this little mini sledge for about 30 minutes, attempting to get it ready so that like it'll actually be able to go through. But I guess we'll find out. All right, fellas, so we got the new ball joints and bushings pressed in. We're about to go touch them up with some paint. So it's been a minute since I've done an update. Pretty much, I think the last video I took is where I was going to go paint up the control arms again to make sure that they look good and stuff like that. And just, because, you know, they were sliding around on the garage floor a lot and pretty beat up. So this is what they're looking like now with all the new bushings and ball joints pressed in. And here are these ones on this side. They're the springs. My dad chopped 3 inches off of them. Hopefully they're right. The springs are probably toast anyways, so like, even if it's not right, then who cares? That's a redneck drop kit right there for you. Our plan now is to change out the rear main seal because we're pretty sure it's leaking, and then just the rear main gasket as well. Just to be safe, because that's not something that you want to go back and mess with. And also this timing chain cover seal right here needs to be changed as well, just because we're already here and it looks like it may have leaked some. And then the actual timing chain cover gasket itself looked like it was leaking right here, as you can see. Once we actually put the motor back in, we're also going to put the control arms back on, and try to put the suspension back together and see if we can't make this thing a roller again. We actually just sent off the steering column to the column shop, I think is what it's called, and they are going to rebuild my steering column for me. Then once I get that back, we can throw that back in, and then maybe I'll have an actual roller. I can roll it around and such. See here, you can see the drive shaft. It's the same drive shaft. We just took it to Stan Hopkins. Here is the transmission. Got it covered up right now some, but it's a turbo 350 with all stage 2 parts and a shift kit in it, a reverse valve body. It has a manual valve body on it. This transmission here is supposed to be able to handle up to 750 horsepower. So we'll put that to the test and slap this sucker on whenever it's ready. And I still need to buy a torque converter for this. And then, like mechanically, it'll all be ready. All right, well, it's a bit of a jump cut. We haven't touched the motor yet. We went to O'Reilly's to see if they had any of the shit that we need, and they said we'll get it by Tuesday. So we got the upper, lower control arms on, got the spring in, spindle, greased it a ton, and we got the wheel on. Looks good.
New brakes, brake rotors.
Yeah, new brakes, rotors, new calipers, pads, all of the above. And yeah, so that's the driver's side done. The car is on the ground. We just put together the passenger side of the suspension and the all the brakes. So now it's standing on its own for the first time in months. And it looks pretty good. This is how it's sitting right now, and we're about to drop the motor back in it just to see where it sits at and stuff like that. We just put the motor in. As you can see, we just plopped it back in there for now just to keep it in place. And the 8-inch pan is a little too long, so that's why I got the Holly pan, and so we can not slam the pan on the ground. Check it out, got the new 6.0 badge, looking good. And this is how the car sits right now. It has like major rake, but that's okay because once the back end has a lot more stuff in it, it'll sit about a 1/2 inch to an inch lower just because there's absolutely nothing back there right now. And also we're eventually going to put 27-inch tires on that, on the front probably, or 27.4s to pick up the front end a little bit. We rolled the motor out and power washed all of it to try to clean up the block and stuff. And we just took the front timing chain cover and the rear main seal cover off. And we cleaned up the valve covers a little more and stuff like that. So then we're about to put all the Holly stuff on pretty soon. And as you can see, Fada is putting in the new front main seal for the old harmonic balancer. We're finally going back together with things, so that's always fun. I wanted to show really quickly, this is the old pan. The motor only has 120,000 miles on it, so it's not bad, but it is pretty scuzzy down there and stuff, so that's why we got the new Holly pan too. All right, another update. We got all the stuff sealed, painted the harmonic balancer again. Motor looks good, it's all in, and hopefully this is the last time we're putting the motor in. So next weekend or next chance we get, we're gonna try to put the transmission on and mount all that up and see how that goes. So we managed to get a lot done today. It was a productive day, so I would say it was a success. I'm probably gonna end the video here. Thank you guys for watching so much. I appreciate it. Haven't been able to upload as much because it's just slower whenever I can't get parts and stuff. I've been working as much as I can and going to school and stuff. So we're coming along. It's coming along. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time.